Hey guys. So, we're here for another Get Ready With Me. And I'm going to use as many Project Pan items as I can. I've already sprayed myself with my fragrance mist, which I'm down a lot. Look at that. I need to mark it. So the fragrance mist is going good. So we're going to use the foundation, the concealer, the eyelid primer, the under eye hydrating primer. We're going all out. All right. So I am going to use my NYX Hydra Touch primer. So today's topic is money issues. So, oh, my hands are so cold. By the way, in the wintertime, it gets really cold in my house. So I'm like freezing right now. Anyway, money issues. That's our topic for this week. So, as most of you know, I had a second job and I quit it because they kept canceling me. Which means I would not end up having work and then I would not end up getting a paycheck. And in my mind, I was like, well, what's the point of having a second job if I'm not getting the second income? I'm just going in with my Revlon photo ready. I need to remark it. So I ended up quitting that job. And I've just been picking up extra hours at my main job just because, well, let me grab. Yes, I am wearing pajama pants. Like I said, it gets really cold in my house in the winter time. I just want to mark these things. I like tracking my progress. So we went to there and now we're down to here. Because for me, I'm very much a visual person. So anyway. So, what was I saying? I've just been picking up the extra hours and you know, it's been really great. We've been getting the extra money. We've been paying things. And now this is where I get slammed. So, our census at the nursing home is low. So, every time I pick up overtime, I get canceled, which sucks. Especially with winter coming around because I was kind of depending on that extra money to be able to buy Christmas gifts. So now I don't even know if anyone's going to get Christmas gifts like I was planning, which sucks because I'm one of those people, like Christmas is my holiday. Let's admit it. It's my holiday. It's the holiday I love the most. I love Halloween, but this year I wasn't really into it. Especially after having such a horrible day at work. Why is this like that? So why? Anyway, so this year I just was, crap. Forgot my under eye primer. That's okay. Maybe we can put it on top. I don't see why not. We'll try it. I'll just do a little bit just in case. I think I just messed that up. I did. That's okay. We blend it. By the way, I'm using my Flower Beauty sponge. I really like it so far. Okay. So I used it. You saw me use it. Anyway, so like I said, so now we're just kind of back to the basics and it kind of sucks. But we're going to make it work. thankfully we got some of the credit card down, thank God. That was our biggest concern because our credit card was completely maxed out because, you know, crap happens. I'm just going in with this eyeshadow brush and going into my Wet n Wild cushion corrector. It's my favorite corrector so far. I've tried this one and I tried the Maybelline one. The Maybelline one's pretty dark. And sometimes I wonder if it's a little too much, but that's okay. Anyway, but we got like $700 paid off on the credit card, which I'm happy about. And I'm hoping we can continue to do at least $300 every month. We'll have to wait and see. I'm going to go in with, if I can find it, there it is, with my Eco Tools micro blending brush to blend that out. Actually, I'm going to close this first. I'm hoping we can do at least $300 every month to get it down. Another dark circle concealer that I got is the NYX one. I haven't tried it yet though, but it is a really nice like peachy color. Anyway, I keep getting off topic. So anyway, so the way that the credit card got as high as it did is, you know, when we first moved into the house, we had saved up like $1,500, I want to say, to get stuff that we were going to need for the house because we knew we were going to need stuff for the house because neither one of us have ever lived on our own before the house. So I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. Like I said, I'm just using some Project Pan items. So it was just, it seemed like it was one thing after another. But anyway, so we had $1,500 saved up and we closed on a Friday and then we started moving in on a Saturday. So that was like problem number one. So we had all the money in our bank instead of having it in cash, which was stupid. So what ended up happening was the bank locked our account because, well, they're spending a ton of money. They never do this because we're broke. And because it was a weekend, the main office was closed. So we couldn't even like call and be like, hey, you know, it's us. We just moved into a house and we saved up this money to buy stuff that we would need. So, I mean, that kind of stunk. I'm going to go in with, actually, let's use this one, the Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Powder. I love the little tiny booth. I'm going to use it just because I'm a nerd. And I love little tiny boofs. So we were using the credit card to get stuff. Because we still needed to get stuff. Like, we needed food. We needed a shower curtain. Like, we couldn't let locking the account stop us, pretty much. So we were like, oh, you know, we'll just use the credit card, and as soon as we can get this fixed, we'll be good. We can just repay it. Well, needless to say, you don't really realize how much you need until you move into the house and you need it. Let's move that. Okay. So we realized we needed a lot, and we were like, oh, when the account came unlocked, we were like, okay, we're not really going to pay it back because we need the money to get more stuff. And that's what we did. But our biggest downfall was we needed a part for something. I forget what it was. I want to say it was the dishwasher. And So Adam ordered it on Amazon, and of course we had to use the credit card. And he thought he switched it back to the debit card, and he never did. So he was constantly ordering stuff throughout the year, thinking it was coming out of the debit card. And of course I didn't know he was ordering stuff, so I couldn't check to make sure it was coming out of the credit card. And, you know, maxed out credit card later, and we're dealing with this mess. So I don't blame him. I don't. You know, it happens. I'm not overly concerned about it. I'm going in with my Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana bronzer to just wipe away my bake. And we'll get through it. We always do. So we're just fighting that right now, and, you know, trying to get the bills paid, which hasn't been easy. At least one of our bills is always late. Well, it also doesn't help that one of our bills is literally like the second of the month, and, you know, like, we need to pay the mortgage and stuff too. And most of the time we don't get a check at that point. So I think I might actually call up that company and see if we can move the day, because that's actually kind of frustrating to me, because that's literally the one that's always late. And it's just frustrating. So let's see. Contour. What am I gonna use contouring today? I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Cocoa Contour palette. I love this palette. I haven't used it in a hot minute though. I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild contour brush, just because this can go overboard really fast. Just saying, it smells like chocolate. But, you know, we're figuring it out. We're trying not to spend, and we're going as long as we can without having to buy groceries. And when we do go to buy groceries, we get like the bare minimum. Which I know, probably not the best thing to be going bare minimum on, but I'd rather go bare minimum on our food than on our animals' food, which we also have had to pretty much go bare minimum on. And I feel bad, because, you know, they're so used to having like their regular food and their snacks, and lately all we've been able to do is their regular food. And they were also part of the problem with the credit card, because when we got all of them, we were like, you know, we're going to just put everything we need for them on the credit card. That way we get it all, and we're not playing this, oh, we got some stuff for them but not other stuff. I'm going to go into this Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Party. This is the blush I got for my birthday from Sephora. Woo! And I've never used the Amazonian Clay blushes, so I'm super excited. I've heard good things. It's just a really nice, simple blush. In the words of Emily Fox, it looks like one of those boring blushes. What sucks, though, is I don't think this is a permanent color. I think this is just literally designed for the Sephora birthday collection. The Sephora birthday gift, which really stinks. That's wicked pretty, though. That's wicked pretty. I did it a little too much, but that's okay. That's what blending's for. That's wicked pretty. Wicked pretty, guys. I highly recommend that one. And let's see, what highlighter do I want to go into? Why don't we go into Opal? Your Moonstone. Opal by Becca. I got a mini of it. I've been like really appreciating minis, and I'm gonna go in with my Morphe 310 brush, because I want to see how well it works with the Becca one, because I tried it with a different highlighter the other day and did not work so well. Okay, so yeah, it was a combination of like the brush and the highlighter I was using with it. So I think this brush is gonna be better for like softer formulas, because it can pick up more of the product. And Becca's a really soft formula. So I can literally have this blush for my Becca highlighters. All right. So I'm gonna go in with my Real Technique stipple brush and just, I really haven't talked to you much about money problems, have I? So honestly, I really want to start getting into the Dave Ramsey method. I have 2 of his books that I plan on rereading, just because my mom uses this method and she really loves it, going in with my e.l.f. eyelid primer. I'm gonna try it out, see if it's gonna work for us. I really want it to work for us. But I'm also gonna talk to my boss, because I know my job is sponsoring one of the aides to become a med tech, and though it's not 100% what I want to do, I know it'll give me a couple more bucks of income, and if I don't have to pay for the schooling, I won't. So I got a bunch of new palettes, but let's be honest, there's only one I want to use today, and that is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. Let me tell you, I was so excited to get my hands on this. The only downfall is it doesn't have a matte shade to set my eyelid primer, so I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Single in Creme Brulee. Just to set it, and then I'm going to go into my Jaclyn palette. I think the 2 shades she has in there are very pretty, like, brow bone shades, but you just can't really set your primer with it. That's why I leave this shadow literally on my desk. That way, if I have a palette where I don't have a shadow that I can set my eyelid primer for, I literally have this right there. So who has heard that Wet n Wild is reformulating their shadows? What? Why? Your shadows are already bomb. Just don't mess with it. Anyway, back to money issues. So I want to try out the Dave Ramsey method and see if that's gonna work for us. Like, I feel so inspired when I look at this. So I'm gonna go into the shade Silk Cream and kind of use that as my transition shade. That's this one right here. So I really want to see if the Dave Ramsey way is the correct way for us, because, you know, a lot of people rave about him and say that he's changed their money life. So I want to see if he can do the same thing for us. The only thing I don't really like about the Dave Ramsey method, from what I remember, is he's not a big fan of credit cards. But here's my thing. You need to have some sort of credit to be able to, you know, buy a house and buy a car and all that fun jazz. Although, when I buy a car, I want to be able to pay it off in full. So, like, when I buy it. So, that's not even a question. But say Adam and I wanted to go buy another house. We would need credit for that. So, I do want to keep our credit cards, but instead of wasting all, like, maxing it out each and every time and having trouble paying it back, what I would want to do is, like, pay for it, have the money in my account, and just pay it off right away. And do it that way instead. Because I feel like that would help our credit. And at the same time, it would be better. I need to hurry this up. I'm already halfway through my time. I'm going to go into the shade right next to it, which is MFEO. And just layer that on top. But, so, I'm trying to broaden my horizons when it comes to money. And trying to try different ways that it's going to work for us. Because I want to have us be better at what we're doing. That's pretty much just what I'm saying. I know a lot of people are struggling right now. And, you know, I feel ya. Like, I don't know what else to tell you except for I feel you. I'm going to go into Pukey. That's what I thought it was. Because I love these, like, pukey brown kind of shades. I have one in Kathleen's palette with Morphe, and I love it. I'm really liking this palette so far, guys. I mean, I don't have a lot of experience with Morphe palettes. The only other Morphe palette I have is my Morphe and Kathleen Lights palette, which I don't really use because, like I've said before, I try not to buy collaborations that I know aren't going to be permanent because I don't like buying limited edition things because when I do my makeup, I tend to film it. And I don't want to use a limited edition item and you guys not be able to have it. Because some of these limited edition items, you can't recreate the colors. So I'm going to go into the shade Creamsicle. Just add a little bit of orange to my look. Super pretty. But yeah, that's just kind of the way I'm looking at it right now. I'm just trying to make my channel better for you guys, but at the same time, trying to save money. So I'm trying not to spend as much for the channel and trying to really focus on what I already have. But let's be honest, makeup is constantly coming out with new products. And if I don't keep up, my channel is just going to go under. I mean, not that it's at its best right now. It's not like I have 500 million subscribers or anything like that. I only have 41 as of this video. But I don't want to lose any of those subscribers because I am boring you because I can't afford to keep up with it. I'm going to use the shade Hunts just to deepen the orange a little bit. Oh my god. These colors are so pretty and they're so easy to blend. Jaclyn and Morphe really did a good job with this palette. Anyway, ooh, I need to blend. I went ham. But so I'm just kind of worried about where my channel's gonna go at this point, just because I do need to calm down with my spending. And most of my spending is for this channel. So, I don't know. Guys, I'm having trouble. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go into an eyelid shade and call that quits for my eyes. What shade do I want to use, guys? I think I'm gonna use Firework just to keep up with the beautifulness. So let's go in with a Wet n Wild small eyeshadow brush. Go into Firework. Just, oh my god, guys, this is beautiful. Like, getting a little bit of fallout from it, but that's probably my fault. I think I picked up way too much. But isn't that beautiful? You really don't need to pick up a lot, though. Fair warning. Learn from my mistake. Oh my god, though, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. Okay. So that's my first look using the Chocolate Hill palette. Oh my god, let me tell you guys. When I got that for my birthday, I was so beyond excited. It wasn't even funny. Now I'm just gonna blend, 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 and make sure it all looks kind of seamless together. Look how orange my brush looks now. I love it. I love the warm tones, guys. And I love this palette. All right, so my eyeshadow's done, so I'm gonna go in and curl my lashes and put on some mascara, and I'll be right back. So when I was fixing up my mascara, I realized how much fallout I had on my face. Embarrassing. Well, just take a small, a stipple brush and just lightly flick it away. And you shouldn't have any problems with it staying on your skin. And I realized I didn't do a brow bone highlight. What am I? So I'm taking my Wet n Wild like smoky liner brush, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Beam and use that to highlight my brow bone. I really wish the Morphe palette came with a mirror, but that's okay. I know not everything in the world can be perfect, and that's more like first world problems. I mean, there are people starving out in the world that not having a mirror and an eyeshadow palette, definitely first world problem. So I'm just gonna throw some brow gel in my brows, in my lashes. Yeah. Okay, there's one. There's two. And let's see, I want to do a lip color. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let's go into my Jeffree Star. No. Yeah. Let's do Celebrity Skin by Jeffree Star. It's just my go-to. So I'm actually going to take a lip liner. Let's use my Essence lip liner in the nude. And I'm just going to grab a mirror because I don't like using that mirror. Well, correction, I like using that mirror, but not for like precise work. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with Jeffree Star Celebrity Skin. Okay, so just saying, that shade is not a great match for this lip color. I would definitely recommend Wet n Wild Willow instead. But you can make it work. There we go. And now this look is complete. I know the topic was money issues and I didn't really touch on it too much, but you know what? Money can just be hard to talk about. As you know, I don't get paid for YouTube. I just do it for the fun. So that's how you know I'm genuine. And if I do ever get paid for it, I'm still going to be 100% honest with you, because that's what I base my channel off of. I'm not going to ruin that because, oh, this company is sponsoring me. No, that's not how I am. Let's do some setting spray. I'm going to use my Maybelline Master Fix setting spray. Oh, I'm loving it again. This used to be my all-time favorite setting spray, and I'm just loving it. So, if you guys like this video, please comment down below what your favorite part was. Give me some tips on how to save money and how to get things paid off. You know, please don't mind my bra straps. Oh, actually, don't I have... I think I have something to help that. I need to find it though. You know, every tip comes in helpful. It may not be for everyone, but everything that can help, I can try out and see if it's going to work for me. So every comment with your advice is helpful. Like this video if you love Get Ready With Me's and my very, with my topics of displeasure. Like, I know we've talked about bullying, we've talked about individuality, now we've talked about money issues. What will the next topic be? Not politics, I can tell you that. And hit that subscribe button if you would like to see more from this channel, and I'll talk to you guys later. Mwah. Bye.